Easy.
Hold on, let me, so let's take it out for now. You know it was. And then we'll plug this baby back in.
Got like 6 minutes. I wish we had some music. Oh, you know what? I got a music track in there. The old shit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, let me put that in.
Oh, yeah? How you feeling about that? Is it making you feel good? Is it making you feel good? How are you feeling tonight?
Yeah, this is me.
Let me ask you a question.
You're tuned in to Scat Cat.
With R. Kelly. R. Kelly. Trisexual. Literally. He will try anything. Pretty sure that's why he's going to end up in jail for the next 47 years. You're going to be live, right? Oh, yeah, so they're getting all of that. A lot of people just blame it on the industry you grew up in. You know what I mean? Turn him into like a sick individual. Well, think about this. Think of Ron Jeremy in jail, right?
For what?
For all kinds of rapes and sexual assaults and all kinds of crazy shit. And it's like, look what that guy was brought up in, like from a kid. That industry just grinded him into a disgusting human being, probably. Or he didn't even know better. Like if you grab somebody and like you're in that industry, you know, it'd be inappropriate at any other time. Like you just
Yeah.
Volume is coming from this.
Volume come from where?
That shit should be like this.
Yeah.
Those are different though. There's the sound effects and then right?
Yo, you hear me?
You hear you in that phone?
I can hear me. Let me making sure y'all can hear me.
There, that makes the music a little more tolerable behind the voices.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm too loud. Can you put me down a little bit?
Huh?
Can you put me down a little bit?
Your headphones?
Yeah. And I put a mute button for you right under there.
Your number 2. How do your headphones feel?
Oh, they feel good.
Is that better for you too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I get to be like right up on a mic. That shit's
Okay.
sexy.
Okay, Howard Stern.
Some sexy shit right there.
Oh yeah, it's me, the Scat Cat.
You ever watch what was his movie there? Howard Stern's movie?
Yeah.
Private Parts? Yeah. And the scene where he's got the girl
On the
speaker?
subwoofer. She's like, woo, woo.
Oh my god.
He's like, woo.
I mean, the creative genius behind that guy was just like incredible. Like,
Yeah, but you know what? He was the first one to do it. He
yeah,
paved the way.
he broke the ground for everybody, and he is the king at the end of the day of that genre.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
Fucking billionaire.
Jesus. And he the thing that I like the most about him is that he kept that girl with him too. He wouldn't ever get rid of her.
Robin?
Robin, yeah.
Oh.
I can't remember her name.
Well, it's all three of them. Robin and her and Fred.
Yeah. And then they added fucking the limo driver.
Yeah.
Ronnie
Ronnie,
the
yeah.
limo driver. Yo.
Oh, there are so many characters throughout the years.
He's so fucking funny.
the whole cast, like, and then Gary.
Gary.
Like, you can't have that show without all those characters. Like,
Yeah.
they really created something almost as familiar as, might sound cliche, but Sesame Street.
Yeah. No.
You had Big Bird. You very rarely, you had characters come in and out, but there was always like that prime.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't have an episode without
Big Bird. Fucking
Groucho or whatever.
The Grouch.
Yeah.
Fucking Elmo.
Yeah, they all had to be there.
And Elmo wasn't
Mike,
even.
you might as well put it on the fucking.
What's that?
We live. Just put it on the shit.
Live?
Yeah.
Well, you got.
No, we're live already. So
You gotta
just
put your headphones
go
on.
to the scene and go to show.
Oh shit! You know what? I gotta take this. God damn.
It's hot, right?
Oh shit!
Welcome to the party.
Hey!
Hey, Mo. So, welcome to the Play Myself show. I'm your host, Myles.
My name is Mo.
Okay.
Damn.
One more take. Welcome to the Play Myself show.
Yeah.
My name is Myles.
And my name is Mo.
And thank you for joining us on the live chat. Everybody or nobody. And
Everybody.
So, I appreciate y'all here. And we're going to talk heavy today. It's been an interesting couple weeks. And I took last week off. And I'm an asshole for that because we could have did it remote.
Well, that's all good.
Thanks, man.
It's all good. You know, I believe in you though.
You do?
It's all right. Yeah, I believe in you.
Man, that means so much to me. But it feels like you're gonna lie, so guess not. So Mo, how was your week? Or your
my last couple of weeks, me and Brooke went to Lake George.
Okay.
And I went to this place called, because you guys, as you guys know, I love cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I went to this place called Pepper Palace, and I got the hottest, like, hot sauce that, I don't want to say it's ever been made or whatever, but, yo, so the thing about it was, like, I try to be, like, tough guy, you know what I mean, with this hot sauce. So
hold on, in general or just with the house sauce?
Just like in general, like I said, you know what, I'm gonna try this shit.
This ain't hot.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the guy said, no, like this shit is hot. He's like, this is hot, right? And he said to the point where you have to take it if you want to make chili, because I was making chili, and he said, I would, however big your pot is, how big is your pot gonna be? He said, and I was like, probably couple gallons, you know what I mean, of chili. And so
you and Brooke take that down?
Yo, we killed it.
Gallons?
Yeah, we killed it. And so
interesting.
So I tried to put too much in my chili. And at first I didn't taste the heat. I was like, oh, that's not that hot. And yo, I had to throw that shit away. It was so fucking hot.
Wait, what hat is Brooke talking about? She said you had a hat.
I have a hat. It's right here.
Oh, yeah.
I was wearing the hat that we got from Lake George.
Okay.
I took it off. But, yo, we went there, and we spent so much money over there, and we just had a good time. Like, we just walked around, and, like, I've never gone to the outlets like that before in Lake George.
Okay.
Never. And so, it was Brooke's idea. So, you know, big shout out to Brooke. But, you know, it was her idea. She got the hotel, and she's like, oh, you can just go walk around. And we needed that shit. We needed to just get away. And so that's what we did, not last weekend, but the weekend before, you know. Okay. But it was eventful. It wasn't uneventful.
I mean, maybe it's the way you tell a story, but it just seemed like a regular
You're
Saturday.
an asshole.
I'm just saying, bro.
You know what? I don't even want to ask you how your fucking week was. Fuck your week. Nah, how was your week?
My shit was cool, man. Like, I mean, of course we went to Orlando last week, but it was shitty though. Like, it was cool. Like, the trip was cool. Everything went well. Like, you know, just like you said, I don't want to tell my story because it's like pretty shitty compared to yours, but it was like mad shit, and I'm just like a bad storyteller like that. But I think like my real story comes on the way back, because on the way there, I bought the tickets, everything fucking online through like the chat. Sun flew free. On the way back, you know, when you about to board a plane and like it's like 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers go, yo, how old is he? Let me see the birth certificate. I'm like, yo, I'm about to do this right now. And they was like, yo, the shit is booked. I'm like, yo, y'all knew you knew we came here with him. You know what I mean? They was like, well, you want to call customer service? I'm like, yeah, but like you the live customer service. So long story short, I had to buy another ticket. Not only did I have to buy another ticket, we couldn't fly into Albany because only one flight to Albany a day. And then fucking I wound up forgetting my camera on the plane.
Oh yeah, that's pretty shitty of you.
Yeah, so that was pretty shitty. Then, it was like a 2-hour drive, fucking knowing that my camera's not there, and like dealing with all this shit through like chats. Fucking sucks. So yeah, man. Then we got this, and this should be like our last setup change. And then we'll go back to our regular setup, I think. And then because the plan is to have people here, but we both like the stools better, so we think.
I like the stools, but I actually like this setup better because we can actually sit at the table. That's the reason why I like this setup better.
Okay.
So we're not just sitting there like this, because that's usually how I end up sitting anyways, So
Okay.
I can sit, I can put something here, and I can have my drink right there, so
All right.
I like
Way
it
more
better.
relaxed.
What'd you say, Mike?
It's way more relaxed.
This way?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we can still put other motherfuckers on stools and just sit like
Yeah,
this.
we can do that. Y'all motherfuckers sit on the stool.
So what I'm saying, it's like the goal, like my goal is like, all right, trying to bring like 7 max.
Add one
Yeah.
more couch there.
Add one more couch.
Right there.
Nah, this dude's trying to sell me his couch. They trying to say that
Hey.
shit.
Listen, it'll work.
Yeah, but I think that, yeah, we could do that. Bring 2 stools in and the whole shit. But fuck it. All right, we're boring the audience. So, Mo, get to your questions.
So, all right. So, I just have a statement. I'm gonna start out with a big statement here.
Okay.
Yo, for the guys,
And girls.
and girls,
Girls could be like, what the fuck I think you about to say too. Go ahead, bro.
But yo, if you live with a woman, or if you live with a man, but for the most part, if you live with a woman, guys, please, please, if you don't have a job, please do something around the house. Please do something. I done heard so many stories about, guys staying at home, and then the woman will go to work, and if she come home, dishes are piled up like a kid. Dishes are piled up, nothing's clean. Like, it's a public service announcement. Please do something. Don't get comfortable. All right, and I think that's the problem, is that people get comfortable. You eating the kids' Lunchables and shit. No, like, figure it out. Look for a job, and clean something up. You shouldn't have her going to work and sleeping at work, and then you mess around, you mess up the whole damn house.
Mo, that was the most simp shit I ever fucking heard. Oh, dude, you put the question on? Oh, man.
You said that was the most what?
Nah. Take that shit, man.
You said that was the most what?
Put the, X that, and then put the chat, they're coming in white. So just when the next chat come up, just grab the pen next to it, and then put the font to black.
Gotcha.
You said it was simple?
I think that's simpish. I think, like, yo, if it, like, anybody that does some shit like that is because somebody's letting them. So if a fucking guy stays home and he beating it or he doing whatever he got to do, like, that's acceptable, that's what the fuck is happening. Because you acting like females can't be lazy.
Oh, no. I'm saying for guys and for females, but in this particular situation, I know someone who's going through it, and that's why I wanted to go ahead and say that. But women do it too. Women,
Justin say I do that every day.
Who said that?
Justin Love. He said I do that every day.
Nah, fuck that. I can't. Nah. Stop all that shit.
Yeah. It's like
You gotta clean.
It's coming in like.
Gotta clean up after yourself, though, man. Like, that's the thing. Like, I know that if I was staying with somebody. Well, first off, I can't not have a job, bro. I can't not have a job.
I mean, you can say that shit, man, but like, why not? Like, I feel like once shit is established in the household, period, like, I don't feel like you're like, okay, since you're working, like, I owe more of whatever. It's like, if you could cook better, like, maybe that's why I'm not cooking. But, like, as far as, like, dishes piled up or whatever, like, that should sound like a conversation.
Nah, bro.
It don't sound like something I need to hear from mom, but you know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to make sure the whole house is clean.
Yeah, but you work, though, bro.
It doesn't matter.
You work.
I'm talking about whoever could be listening to this shit.
I'm talking about specifically for the people who don't work, bro. For the people who don't work, if you ain't looking for a job, bro, you need to be doing something around that fucking house. Period.
Well,
you need to be doing something.
I'm looking for a job. That's what I'm saying. It's like, if you're in a toxic relationship, right? Like, that shit comes from people enabling other people. So like, if I stay home and I was like, oh shit, I didn't get X, Y, Z done, and my wife accepts it, or say it's not me.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, like, you're not going to just change tomorrow.
Bro, it's definitely a two-way street, and I see where you're saying where, if somebody enables somebody and lets them do that, then you're like, well, why the fuck not if they're letting them do it?
Right. James agrees with me. He said, Andrews, he agrees with me. He's like, yeah, 100%. And I get that, because it's like, you never fucking know what the other person does, or like, it's like, yo, when your girl gets home and she want to tell you about work, you might not want to hear that shit. That shit is like a job.
We're not talking about that.
It's the same thing, though.
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all.
You can't put a weight to shit, bro. Like, you can't put a certain weight to whatever you do or you find easy or you want to do. I don't think. Well, look, maybe some people have others to say.
Yeah, please comment if you think I'm wrong. Please let me know if I'm wrong. But
yo, your girl said you basically saying don't get comfortable, motherfucker.
Yeah, pretty much. Don't get comfy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is that some people get in these relationships and they get comfortable, just doing nothing. Yeah. A whole bunch of fucking nothing.
I still think that's subjective. But I think I got some questions that Kelly gave me. Chief, if she's watching, I appreciate these questions. And they're really dope questions. So the first question is the dating question, right? And basically it's like, it goes like, would you date yourself? Why or why not?
Bro, that is a hard no, bro. I would not. Me personally, I can't really answer that, but I mean, really, if I have to, I would say no. Because I'm my hardest critic. You know what I'm saying? So I know myself. So I'm like, yeah, I feel like I do the right thing, but there's a lot of complicated shit about myself. And even I know that. And so, like, with that being said, I'm just like, I wouldn't date myself. No.
That's a whole fact. And I feel the same fucking way. I'm like, yo, I'm too much on the brain to date like somebody just like me. Or like myself. I'm like, ugh, nah.
Yeah, I couldn't.
You gotta be a special woman for that. I feel like.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean good.
Yeah.
But
Justin said, hell yes, I would. That's an arrogant motherfucker right there, Justin.
Arrogant ass.
Yeah. He always been like that.
He was even arrogant on the court. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Justin, most say you shoot more than the cops.
Nah, he wasn't. Nah, on the court, that dude was a beast, bro. Or out in the wing.
My sister said it's all about tolerance. You need to elaborate on that.
Tolerance for what?
For dating.
Balance.
What, balance? You said balance?
That's what she said.
Is she talking about for...
It's all about balance.
Oh, balance.
You gotta balance it out.
Yo.
That shit coming too smooth. I don't know. But, like, would you date yourself, Sarah, if that's the case? Like, ask yourself that question, Miss Balance. We'll wait. Nah, we really won't wait.
Nah, I couldn't do it. I don't think so. I mean, I think I'm a good person, and I mean well, but it like for me, I'm just I know myself too well, and I'm like,
yeah. And Artie said some other arrogant shit. because he says I'm wealthy, I'll date myself, dude. That doesn't have anything like. Could you take
really
you
doesn't.
talking like that to yourself, motherfucker?
I'm wealthy.
Yeah, you talk about that shit.
I'm wealthy.
2 thumbs down.
Nah, but that shit was a dope ass question because everybody was like, hell yeah, and I'm like, nah, like that shit is fucking scary, dude. Like, me on me.
Yeah, I don't know. How would y'all feel about it? You know, would y'all date yourself?
Sarah goes, likely no, because I need balance. I tend to be a dreamer. I need someone to help me keep me grounded. I get that too. I'm the same fucking way. I need somebody to tell me.
That's a tough question, man.
Yeah,
You know, that's a
I thought it was a flawed question.
No, it is. It is. It's a tough question to really answer because you really start to reassess who you are. And you know, one thing that I've learned, you know, from being with Brooke, is that I really have to do a lot of self-assessment, and I really have to, you know, I have to really start to learn how to accept help. I don't accept help that well.
For sure.
You know, but
on some like, cause me being married to Noel, like I'd be like, yo, am I bugging with the shit I just said or asked for? Like, what the fuck? But then like when I really think about it, I'd be like, yo, damn, like yo, she was right. But like, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Do you ever admit to her that you're right, that she's right?
All the time.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure.
I mean, yeah, you don't like, yeah, cause we'll stay in that shit until like, and she likes to fucking like analyze the shit after step by step.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you ever see that Kanye video where like he told Kim, yo, I don't like you dressing like that. Right? Yeah, cause she wore some nutty shit, and like this is like when he's like having his like come to Jesus shit, and he was like, yo, you a married woman with kids now, and she was like, yo, motherfucker, just cause you going through your shit, don't try to push that shit on me away what I want, right? And then like, yo, my man just left, but I feel him though, because I'm like, sometimes when you got your argument like ready, and you think it's a bomb, and then you get that reaction, you're like, I gotta be out. I gotta know. So yeah.
Yeah. Let me see what they said. He said, "Would you let your daughter date you? Would you let your daughter date you?" I don't think we have. We don't have.
Who asked that question?
James.
Would I let? That's a good question. Nah, I think that if I had a daughter, yeah. I think he's talking hypothetically. Like, yeah, I think I would. I mean, I'm a good catch, and I'm a good dude. So, as far as letting your daughter, I think like if you're a single dude, like that's a like kind of like a morale question. I think like if you're in your 20s, that's a question that everyone in their 20s should ask themselves. But like, I feel like as soon as you pass 30, like,
yeah,
you change like the type of dude that you are. Like, it takes too much to me, like. When you go around like chasing women and shit like that shit is a lot of work. That's a lot on the brain because you got to remember lies and do all this other shit. So nah, not the kid.
Nah, I never had to remember a whole bunch of lies. I just had to remember their name.
Oh, right.
That was really what it was. It was, you know, I'm, and it's not like it wasn't disrespectful towards them. It's just that I'm really bad with names.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I got some good game on that though. Somebody told me they was like, every time like you meet somebody new, even if like you know you met them before, like hey, like you still approach them again and just reintroduce yourself as like, your full name, because then in turn they'll usually do the same thing, and if you just make that a habit, like you cash.
Yeah, I have to do that a lot, and so sometimes I would have to, I wouldn't remember somebody's name and they would approach me. And if it was somebody who I see every day, like somebody at drill, like if I see them at drill for the last couple of years, bro, I don't remember their name.
I mean, but their name is on their shirt.
I know. That's how bad I am with names.
Wait.
If you don't like, if I don't really fuck with you like that and I don't, you know, I see you and I know your face, but I don't fuck with you. So I won't remember if I don't.
You don't remember how to read their shirt?
No, I remember how to read their shirt in a moment, bro, but I won't remember their name.
Oh, nah, I feel you. Nah, you want to go with another question? Or you want me to hit it?
You can go ahead and hit it.
So we got this. Kelly hit us with a dream question. So, like, do you ever have like any reoccurring dreams?
Any
like,
reoccurring dreams?
What is it?
No. I'm trying to think of if I do have any reoccurring dreams, because I had one where I was getting chased by a spider.
Chased by a big spider?
A big spider, yeah.
Like bigger than your big ass?
Yeah. I had one where I was getting chased by a spider for a long time. I always have dreams about animals. Like, I had one. Remember the YouTube video where the gorilla slapped the glass? He ran up and slapped the glass.
Yeah.
I had a dream that the gorilla broke the glass, bro, and then I was running from the gorilla in the zoo, and nobody would save me. Like, the gorilla was only running after me. There was mad people in the zoo. The gorilla was only after me.
Well, who did you want to save you?
I was running. I wanted the gorilla to really chase somebody else. That's realistically what it was.
Damn.
I was knocking shit over, like in the dream, I'm knocking stuff over, and yeah, that's my reoccurring one, but that was like a year ago.
My sister's gonna tell you what that means. Well, she said some other shit. It's not what I thought, but basically, like, so if I were to have a reoccurring dream, it would be like falling, or I would have like a flood dream. But like that means overwhelmed, I think. And falling means I don't know. But yeah, that's what like. But those are my dreams that I always have, and like that's what I think they mean. Like I've had those dreams since I was fucking young, like super young.
I don't have a lot of
You can feel that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't have a lot of reoccurring dreams, but
I used to have reoccurring like wet dreams because you really nothing that shit, but like nothing. Right now, thanks to my shit. Oh, shit. But you can feel shit in your dream. That shit is like nutty.
I had a dream. I had a dream the other day, and I was talking. Can I talk in my sleep?
Oh, word?
Yeah, I talk bad in my sleep. Like, I talk about everything in my sleep. And so, like...
You recorded that shit?
Nah, I never recorded it.
Oh, shit.
But depending on the dream, Brooke might wake me up. Because she'll tune in if it's something that... because
Does she start off and say, "Hey, stepson"?
No. She does not. No. No, there was... The other night, I had a dream, and it was about a situation that happened like way back in the day, like 9th grade, but it had to do with a girl. And so I forget what the dream was really about, but I remember she woke me up and she said, he starts talking numbers, I'm writing them down and playing along.
That's a fact.
So I was dreaming, and something happened where she just woke me up in the middle of that shit. And she goes, "Maurice, who are you talking about?" And I had to explain the whole fucking dream. Because, no, I did. No, I did. If you would have saw the look in her eyes, like, she was no, she wasn't crying. She was just like...
Upset.
No, she wasn't upset. She just wanted to know what the fuck I was talking about. That's really what it was.
Hold on, but you had to explain that shit before you went back to sleep?
No, I was up for the day at that point. I wasn't going back to sleep.
What time was it?
It was like 7:30 or I had to work at 8:30. Yeah. And so she's like, yeah, like, what, who are you talking about? And I'm like, it was a situation back when I was in 9th grade, and I explained the whole shit. But yeah, like I had that was rough. I thought she was gonna take my head off for a second, cause she looked like.
Supposed to be like, yo, I'm going back to sleep, man. We talk about this shit another time.
Yeah, all right, man.
Nah. I don't talk to my sister. I don't have those problems.
Yo,
son. Like
I sleepwalk sometimes.
Word?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the wildest sleepwalk story you had?
I was at the door. Or matter of fact, no. I had opened the door, and the only reason why I knew that, like, to wake up, because this is before Brooke. My dog had ran after me. And like started like and jumped off of the couch, and then I heard it, and then I woke up. My hand was at the door.
You was in a dream state. The whole
time? I didn't know how I got there. There was times where I would eat. I used to eat chocolate in my sleep.
The fuck?
Yeah, bro. Like yeah.
Damn.
A weirdo.
Nah, I wouldn't say that's weird. It's different.
Yo, bro, I would wake up with those big Hershey, those oversized, obnoxious Hershey bars that you can get that are like $1. Nah, yo, I would wake up and I had like half of it eaten, and then it had melted on my bed. My hand be covered in chocolate.
That used to happen a lot?
Yeah, it used to happen all the time.
I'm weak.
And so eventually I just stopped buying chocolate. Cause
yo, you know what's mad crazy? I used to drink Henny, and I used to fall asleep, and like, if I bought like a chocolate bar or whatever, I'd be like, yo, I know I didn't shit on myself. And I'd be like, I go smell myself, I'd be like, word.
Yo, Mike, you ever have a reoccurring dream?
Nah, I just have like, when I do dream, it's so vivid that no matter the subject line, I just wake up. So I have nights where I don't dream for like 2 weeks, right? And then one night just sleepless.
So what does that mean? Bro? Like, give us an example of a vivid dream.
Like it feels real. Like
I know, but like, give us a storyline.
I had one where my sister was trying to kill me.
Oh shit!
Last week. Yeah, that was the first one.
Last week?
Yeah, this was last week.
Shit.
Last week.
She's like, motherfucker.
This was like, hell, what's today? Wednesday? No, this was like Monday night, Tuesday night, Tuesday morning.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I never had a dream that nobody tried to kill me. It's like, that's some real shit. Cause then you gotta look at that person like, cause that shit all comes into like, yo, you don't.
I think it was because I was in Paradise last week, like the whole week.
Yeah.
And then when I came back here, it was just like world problems all caved in on me in one day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was sitting on the beach. I didn't think about none of that shit.
But motherfucker, except for your sister trying to kill you.
Yeah, that's how it started out.
So you hold on. When you say you wake up, like how you wake up, like in a cold sweat?
No, I just wake up like it's so intense at parts of it, like you just like automatically know in your head you're dreaming. For some reason, you're like, yeah, this ain't real.
Yeah, that's happened to me before. And
you're able to jump out, like you just unplug from the Matrix or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why, like,
it's exactly what it feels like.
It's almost like, you know, remember like when you used to pee on yourself and you like, yo, like you always gotta. Well, me, when I like dream about peeing, like
but you stopped peeing on yourself like last year though.
No, motherfucker, I peed on myself 2 weeks ago. But I'm talking about like,
shit.
Like when I dream, right? I'm always going to the bathroom, like, and I have to pee. So I'm like, motherfucker, wake up, son, and pee. That shit never happened to you?
No, yeah.
Yeah, you like always. I'm like, yo, oh shit, door number 1. Oh, a toilet. Then you start peeing. You're like, oh, okay. Door number 2, a toilet. Oh, that's a bed with a toilet. And you're like, yo, dude, just wake up and take your ass to the bathroom. No, that's a fact.
I've never done it.
Justin said I had chocolate stains on my pillow. Yeah, I fucking did, bro. I had chocolate stains on my pillow.
Yo, when's the last time you ever seen somebody like with like, I wouldn't say like with shit stains, but like something like embarrassing like that in public?
In public?
Yo, I got one early.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, when I was going to boot camp, it was this old dude. This motherfucker was wearing tighty whities, and like he must have just like dug in his ass like over his pants or some shit. But you know when they make you strip to your underwear, this motherfucker it definitely looked like 3 fingers of shit on on his fucking underwear. But then I was like, damn, so like, that's not like no booger shit. You know, if somebody got a boogie, you be like, yo, son.
Yeah.
But that shit was like, bruh.
Yeah, man.
I didn't want to tell him.
Like, bro,
Yo.
you just shit yourself.
Nah, he didn't shit. It was like a dig in the ass. Like you could see like three fingers.
Oh,
or like,
God.
or like he got like a really passionate girl. You know, like sometimes when you kiss your girl, you grab her ass.
He was grabbing his own ass.
Or a girl must have grabbed his ass.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, but like, didn't they give you the brown underwear too?
No, bro, I'm talking about when you go to MEPS.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah, and they tell you you gotta go to your underwear, and this motherfucker had the tight white. I was like, bro.
Oh my god.
This shit is crazy.
Yo,
I feel bad for this kid.
I did not. Oh,
Yo.
God.
Yeah, then I was talking to my best friend earlier, and we was like, reminiscing, and this shit's crazy because I definitely want to hear what the chat has to say about this. So, like, kid games that you used to play that was like free, because like maybe like whatever your lifestyle was, or just fun shit. Yeah, we used to play some shit called Timeout, and basically, it's called Timeout, and then Timeout, then we elevated it to Timeout No Heggies. So basically, you know about Timeout?
No.
So basically, like if you got that drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you touch it real quick, I could be like, yo, Timeout, and it's mine. Right? Right? And then if you had like if you said Timeout, I could just be like, yo, Heggies, then half of it is mine. Right?
Wow.
And like motherfuckers will like see you in McDonald's and catch you out. I said, yo, the worst timeout you could ever get is like a drive-by timeout. Where you coming out like McDonald's or some shit and motherfuckers say timeout and run with the shit. Right? And then the worst almost fighting shit is if somebody times you out, steps on your burger or some shit, or throws it in the trash. That shit was like the shit that kept us alert.
Well, we used to have, like, in high school, we used to have this game called you have to give them theirs. And what that meant was yeah, exactly. And so a lot of times for y'all that don't know what that is, we would if you say something stupid, something out of line, like you would be able to slap the person in the back of the head. Wow. And I remember around that time, I don't know why my dad did this. I'll never forget this. I was in 9th grade. My dad gave me like a little high top, which was all right. He gave me a little high top. Now, at the time, I was all right with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I had a little high top. But the thing that got me mad was he put a lightning bolt in the back of my head, bro.
Yeah.
So that was a target. So everybody would, all day, they were just slapping me in the back of the head, and I didn't know why they were doing it because they weren't even saying "give me mine." They would just walk up and slap me in the back of the head.
All right, in 9th grade.
In 9th grade.
Nah, son.
And so then, I think it was Gene. It was Gene that said something to me about it, but Gene wasn't nice about it. You know how Gene is. He wasn't nice. He said, he's like, "Yo, you got that?" You know how he always yell. Like, yo, you got that lightning bolt in the back of your neck? Give me mine. And I'm like, what? He slapped the shit out of me in the back of my head.
You didn't know that your pop did?
I didn't know it until Gene said something about it. And so I came in the house, man. I was all upset. I wasn't crying. I knew better than to walk in the house crying. But I walked in the house, and I'm like, Dad, can you get this lightning bolt off of the back of my neck? I didn't want it. And so he said he was going to get to it, and Gene ended up cutting it off for me.
Yo, I would never let my pops cut my hair. That's just some crazy shit. I'll never let my uncle cut my hair because he could cut, but that shit was chopped. Like, nobody was cutting my hair, and nobody in school was definitely slapping me. Like, I wouldn't play games like that. I don't know, maybe I was too serious. But we used to play shit like, see, for us, growing up in the city, it was more like block shit. Like, people on the block, you had a different relationship. Right. So we used to play shit like doorknob. Like if you farted, you had to like go to a doorknob. Somebody call that shit.
I remember that.
You just getting punched. Like the most common kid game I think is like that punch buggy shit.
Yeah.
Almost like that. But like that shit was on the block. Yo, in school, nah, that shit was rocking, bro. Cause there's girls there. You know what I mean? Like that was like some big shit. Like so, we used to like be very. I wouldn't even say fake, but it was like our whole shit was like the girls in school. So like all of that. Yo, this dude hit me because we playing the game. Nah.
Yo, did you ever have any bullies in your school? Did anyone ever bully you?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah. I think that like I said, when I was in Massachusetts, there were bullies and shit like that. But it was never like that because everybody was getting money. So it was like, bully you. Nah. It was I don't know.
Yo, I got bullied that same year in 9th grade.
Damn.
Right, yeah.
Grade,
bro, that was rough. And the worst part about it was my brother and my sister were going to school at the same time. At the same school. And, yo, I used to get bullied. And I'm not going to say his name, but I used to get bullied by a specific person. And
like, hold on, what do you say? But, like, motherfuckers, you be like,
yo. Nah. Like,
what we got for lunch?
All right, so here's what happened, right?
Mm-hmm. Hold on. While Mo's telling this story, everyone, please do not forget to like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the show.
Yes, please.
Like and subscribe
that
right now. God. Go ahead.
So, yo, I was dating, I started dating this girl who was in 11th grade. I was in 9th grade at the time, right? So, I'm dating this girl, and the guy who had just broken up with this girl, he was relatively quiet. Like, he didn't really bother nobody, you know, but he was relatively quiet. But his cousins like to fight. They just love to fight. Damn. So when they found out that I was dating his ex-girlfriend, then this kid starts just showing up to my lunchtime when I would be hanging out with the girl, right? And so he'd just be bullying me. And when I mean bullying, like he would start like, I'd be sitting there, I'd be eating or whatever. He'd knock my food over. There was he knocked my food over, and the kid would like. The thing is that like.
I would have bought a gun.
No, listen. Yo, this was a heavyweight, bro. I was in 9th grade. This dude was a fucking heavyweight. All right, and so I didn't want to go to my brother with this problem.
Hold on, bro. What part of I would have bought a gun to school? I don't give a fuck if he said.
No, bro. So he was just different.
Yeah.
Right. And so I remember me and the girl, we broke up for that reason. Right. I was devastated.
Word.
Yo, he still kept bullying me, bro. Like it's like he found it fun at this point.
That's a fact.
And so I'm like, finally, I just said, you know what? All right. So I waited. And this was some sucker shit for real.
It sound like that.
This is like, and so this was one of those moments where, like, I don't want to say that somebody could really call me a coward, but the timing, it was kind of fucked up. So what I did was, I waited until there was a monitor in sight, and then I started fighting him. Right?
That's like
because I wanted this shit to get broken up. So I started fighting him, and it's like it's not even like I waited until the monitor was like in sight, like maybe like I don't know 10, 15 meters away. No, this dude was like within arm's reach of this other dude.
So he used to like physically like
he would shove me in the lockers. He would just knock my food over.
How tall were you?
Bro, I was like 5'10". This dude was about 5'9", but he was like he looked like he was fresh out of jail.
Oh shit.
Damn, son. So like there wasn't a lot that I could do except try to fight this dude, but I knew at the time like I just didn't have the muscle.
And you had big brother?
Yeah. And I didn't want to tell him about it because you
didn't want him to get that smoke,
right? So
because then somebody would have got tagged in.
It was just I felt like it was my problem.
So what was the worst shit he ever did to you?
Yo, so he it's funny now, but he took my milk carton.
Go ahead.
It's not funny, but it is. But it is.
I'm laughing at you.
Yo, he took my milk carton, bro, and he just took it and he opened it up, and I forget what we had for lunch, but he knocked over my tray again, right? And I'm like, all right. So he starts drinking my milk, and he looks at me, he goes, "This is sour." And he takes the milk carton open, shoves that shit in my face. Milk goes everywhere, right? And so,
what?
Yeah, he shoves it right in my face, and then the milk just came out from the top, and then it came out from the top. But the way that he did it, it's a little of it still got on him, so he was mad because of that now, and so he was just like, this mind games, bro, just mind games with me until finally I stood up to him when a monitor was there, right? So I thought this was the end. It was not the end. No. Yo, so he was looking for me everywhere I went, to the point where, like, finally, like, he was just on my bus, bro. He said, "Yeah, we gonna have to do this."
I've definitely gotten to some bus bros, but son, that should have been like, and God forbid, man, because like that should have been, I would have definitely brought a gun to school if that should have happened to me like that. Because I don't know, man, like, especially in front of people and shit like that, like, I don't handle that shit well. But you didn't have a crew, but you had your brother. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I didn't want to really involve him.
You know what's crazy? And my sister's on here, she'll tell you, like, I got into one fight at school, and she was there. And it was like one of my best friends. Like, this motherfucker used to always be on some, like, touching your face shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is like in, I think, 6th grade. And we just fought, son. But, like, all that, like, touching your face. Like, because, like, it was, like, more, like, because we went to, I went to Holy Trinity, and, like, we used to just do, like, savage shit.
Is that a private school?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we used to do, like, savage shit. Like, we used to, like, try to grab our teachers' asses and, like, look under girls' skirts. And then, like, some dudes used to just be, like, try to, like, do that, like, rub my ear and, like, just dumb shit.
But probably liked you.
Yo, I don't know, but, like, the dude that did that shit, my man Darnell, me and him had a fight. I call that shit a tie, because that motherfucker's a killer right now. So,
yo, yeah. Kelly asked where Mike Burdick was.
Oh, so.
Or Chief, I'm sorry. I don't call you by your first name.
You can call her by her first name.
Nah, it's Chief. It's always Chief. I got mad respect for you, Chief.
I call her Hefe.
Nah, it's Chief.
Mike is taking a break. He's putting his HR certificate to better uses, and he is going to be the SIBS chief or whatever of the VA. He's trying to do like some crazy shit that, man, I think that I don't see what the fuck that has to do with 8 o'clock on Wednesday evening, but Mike's too busy for us. You know, that's the bottom line. But he said he's always around if we need him, and that's my best friend. So nobody talk shit about Burdick, because that's my dude. So now that Chief is here, let's talk about stereotypes. Because if you want to piss Chief off, this is the one way you piss Chief off. You tell her, I need off, or I need to leave because some shit with your god brother or god sister. She hates that shit. She hate, because you know how as black people, sometimes we call everybody our cousin or some shit, or god brother, right? So she really wasn't jacking what that meant and shit like that. She really didn't, like, in all fairness, like, she wasn't really jacking what that meant, or when someone said it or whatever. So she was like, yo, what the fuck is this god brother shit like that? And I was like, nah, like, that's some real shit. She was like, no, it's not. I was like, yo, well, and that's not his cousin. I'm like, yo, but like, that's just how we, like, I don't know if you move around, you get status, but like, that god brother shit really slaps to some people. But when I found out that she didn't know or give a fuck about that shit, I felt really disrespected for the person at that time. But yeah. that shit was funny, but she hates that shit. So next time you want to miss work, just say, hey, my god brother birthday. And I gotta pick my god brother. God forbid, my god brother died. She was like, yo, what the fuck? Especially if you're not related.
Yo, listen, Chief never forgets, bro. And the thing about Chief that I love so much is that
Berta gets her brother.
Bro,
Berta, you know Berta gets her brother, but go ahead.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yo, the thing that I like the most is that she, it don't matter what rank you are, bro. You don't really fuck with Chief. You know what I mean? Because she don't hold no punches for nobody, bro. Nobody. And the thing about it, yo, the thing about it, bro, is like, there's been times where I've said dumb shit around somebody, and then some people will give me a pass. Not Chief. Yeah. No, she'll remind me, bro. Like, there was one time where, I think I told you, I wore the wrong PT shirt, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty fucked.
But it was like, it was just some dumb shit that I did. Yeah. It was some real dumb shit that I did.
Word.
And so, bro, not only did she call me out on it, but she's still calling me out on it to this day. Yeah. Still.
She definitely, she leads with hate. But,
she wants to call in.
We love Chief. I'm gonna bring my god brother.
But you know what? Yeah, word. Bring your god brother to work. I tell you, so she'll get tight at that shit. That's funny. You know, this talking about stereotypes, but did you have a stereotype story you wanted to say? Something about like some garbage bags or some shit.
Yo. All right, so I can say this about all people, but mostly
black people.
I see it in black people all the time, bro. Yo, what? I'm just trying to understand this. I'm trying to wrap my brain around it, but like every relative that I've gone into, every relative's house, why do we save plastic bags? The little Price Chopper bags? Yeah. Why do we have a drawer for that? Like there is a specific drawer. It's like a catch-all plastic bag drawer. Yeah. Why do we have that?
My wife do that shit though. But you know what's crazy about that shit? Like, cause people have that shit, right? And Price Chopper don't even give out bags anymore. So you like, yo.
They got the vintage. They got the vintage Price Chopper bags. The throwback Price Chopper bags. They haven't sold those for like 3 years. Yeah, but I got them.
You got them?
No, I don't got them. No, I'm just saying.
Nah, yeah, I try to throw them shits away when I can, man, because that shit is an ill argument starter too.
She said because of pollution. Is that it? Is that it?
If she caping for that shit, that means that's my sister.
Yeah.
That means she do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't feel bad throwing it away. I wanna throw.
You don't love the earth.
Whatever.
Fuck the earth, right?
Listen, I love my house. All right, and you know, why are they giving me
like capitalism?
I don't want those. It's my own stupid fault for not bringing in those bags.
Yeah.
Into the reusable ones.
Yeah.
It's my own fault. Like sometimes I won't bring it, and so now I started keeping bags everywhere, like those types of bags everywhere. So I got reusable bags in my trunk. I got them in the car. I got them I got them everywhere.
But that's just like you forget that shit sometimes even in the car. You know what I mean? Like
I go back and get that shit. Word? I don't want the bag because I'll end up like the new ones, the paper bags. Mm-hmm. I end up just burning them in a burn pit.
Yeah, so that's how you get cancer, bro. You burn paper. Oh, it's
the paper
bags. Okay,
paper
yeah,
bags.
I get you.
Yeah, not the plastic ones. No, I don't want to go to hell for that.
I think I got one more question from Chief. It was like, it's about success. So how do you look at success? Like, how do you define success?
I mean, I think we asked that before, but I mean, success is in the beholder, really. You know, I mean, realistically, as long as you're happy with yourself, you know, you're successful. And I think a lot of people, you know, they base success off of, you know, how much money you make or, you know, how many properties you own and things like that. But realistically, you know, you could be, as long as you're happy with what you're doing and you leave a legacy behind and you make sure you do right by people and you're just happy every day that you wake up, I think you're successful. You take care of your kids, you know, take care of your family. I think that's success.
Yeah, I define success, and Mike look like he's dying to say something. He's dying to talk about that shit. But I define success as almost the same thing, but I like to put it as like joy, right? So like if you could wake up and like look forward to your day, right? Then that you live in joy. So that's some shit that like I define success as that. Like if I know I'm making an impactful decision or move, or what I'm doing is gonna impact the world greater than I left it. Yeah, I look at success like that. But it's more towards what brings me joy. I feel like that's the key to long life. If you go and do something that you hate, you fucking die. I feel like that. But like if you do shit that you love, like it's just like if you die, it's gonna be by a gunshot or some shit.
Yo, I feel like sometimes in the army too, like if you like what you're doing, you can't help if you get reassigned somewhere else. And so like sometimes you can feel like you're successful in one place and you're making an impact and you're doing things, and then all of a sudden the rug gets pulled from underneath your feet too. And it's not really something that's your fault where you get reassigned somewhere. It's just you're where they need you. But in some cases, like, you feel like, damn, like I really wanted to be here though. But you can't do that with the military because they're like, yo, we gotta put you where we want to put you. You know.
What I try to tell young soldiers is this: like, nothing, like the army doesn't. They need you for like you as like a body,
Right?
But like nothing that you do is fucking gonna like help or change the machine. Like it'll help it for that moment, but you just like a cog. So when you start getting romantic, like, oh, this shit's gonna fall apart without me, you're wrong. You know what I mean? And like if you let that shit eat you, that's what's gonna happen. Because the shit is the reason why it's the best. We're the best in the world is because anybody could fucking go, and it is still rock on the same.
Yeah, but I mean, it definitely messes up your personal morale if you feel like you know, and that's the thing is that I know that, you know, anyone could have done, you know, certain things that I had to do, you know, whatever, but
yeah, word.
You know, but in the time, there's a specific time where I lost it, and I was like, I was real, like, I was like hurt. You know what I mean? Like I was legitimately hurt.
Then you met Huguenot.
Huh?
Then you met Hugh, and then
this was shut up. This was during a pandemic.
In the military, you had a sad pandemic story?
Yeah, I had a situation where.
Oh, your bosses are listening. Go.
Nah, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but yo, I was like, I was mad, bro. And it was just one specific person I just didn't like.
Oh, okay.
And I think you
you
know
told me this
you know what I'm talking about, but like I just felt like the rug kind of got pulled from underneath me, and there was nothing I could do.
Yeah.
You know, except challenge him to a fight or something.
Nah, it's never like that though. Let me tell you, yo, it's never that deep, man. But
yeah.
I think that's where like your leaders come in. It's like you the one good thing about the military now, like that I didn't have, and I know Mike wants to talk, but is that you always could talk and tell your side of the story, even if like people don't listen or it sounds like they don't care. But like just keep telling that shit. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of I think bullshit comes from holding shit in. You know what I mean? Because like that problem just gets bigger, and that shit is getting bigger in your brain. Because people do bitch ass shit every day in the military, especially. And there's a lot of leaders that don't like conflict. They don't even want to hear shit. And it's like, yo, the fuck are you here for if I can't tell you the fucking, you know what I mean, what's good? But go ahead, Mike.
No, you got to look at life like the stock market, right? You're building a company the whole way till you find that big success, and you enjoy that for a little while, then eventually,
Yeah.
But you're gonna have peaks and valleys the whole way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ups and downs.
Yeah, you just can't get too romantic with it.
Nah, I can't. But that's the thing about success is that once you know, when you've been, you know, pretty much like at the bottom the whole time, and then you have one point where you're like, you know what, I feel like I'm making a difference.
Right.
Then when that gets taken away from you, then it turns to a lot of anger and hate.
For sure.
You know, so like for a while.
Hate though.
Yeah. For a while, like like on some real shit. Like I really wanted to fight. Like I can't even deny that. Like I was ready to throw bows because I was so aggravated. But then, you know, I kind of, you know, I'm like, all right, you know what? I can't be out here trying to fight people like it's, you know. But that was the feeling that I had. Like I was really mad, you know, and so sometimes that can happen where you just get so mad,
for sure.
you know. But as long as you don't act on those things, but I felt like I was successful in that moment, and then they took that from me.
Right, but anytime you feel like that, man, just hit me up. I fucking knock that shit.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna knock nobody out.
No, just. I didn't say like hit. I didn't say hit me. I said like.
Oh nah.
Call me.
Oh nah.
You said like.
Nah, you know what?
Me as a punching bag.
Yo, you know, I called a couple of people.
Mm-hmm.
I called Sergeant Semania,
Mm-hmm.
and I called Provost. Provost was the first person I called, because whenever I get in a jam, like I always go to him, because he's like, yo, that dude's amazing, bro. For real. Like, there's been times where I was, like, so mad, and he knows exactly what to say to calm me down and say, yo, you're not that big, bro. Like, relax. You know? And he knows how to, like, you know, calm me down. And I think we need people like that.
Nah, he good at that.
Yeah.
He say, yo, you could do this or take a swim.
Yeah.
Nah. Word. Nah, Pro's good at that shit.
Yeah.
He's a good leader. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you could rock that and just control, like Belichick said, like, do your job.
Yeah.
That's all he got to do is worry about, like, you two crazy knuckleheads and whoever else he got. And, like, and he made the best out of that shit because a lot of people wouldn't do that shit. Be able to handle it like that.
Yo, what was the worst type of personality you ever had to work with? Under you or over you?
My fucking the ex-commander, she was crazy. Bro. She was like legit
Word?
a psychopath, bro.
Wow.
100%, yeah. That shit, she was nutty. Like,
Well, you don't have to get no examples, but
bro. I want to say she got like 4 or 5 rings under her belt, son. So, yeah.
wow.
Yeah. That's confusion to me. But yeah. Yeah. That was like I think the most toxic shit I ever seen in my life.
Yo, damn.
Yeah.
I would have to say.
How you get married 5 times? I don't know. You would have to ask her.
Yeah, you love 5 times.
No, bro.
She was in love, and then she fell out of love.
5 times. You think you know what love is? Yeah.
2 words. Daddy issues.
But yeah. I got another question though.
Alright.
If you could start, and anybody could chime in on this, and if you could say, okay, how early in your life would you feel like you would need to start if you could just rewind time to be what you wanted to be or what you think you could have been better served at in life now?
I mean, if I could go back in time.
Right. So like, how much time would you need? So like, all right, for example, like I'm 37, right? And I probably say, damn, I want to be a stand-up comedian. I fucking probably should have started at 17. So let me rewind at 17 and just like hit the road and like not join the military and you know what I mean? Like or you could say, oh, I want to be a pilot. I fucking, all right, I would have stayed in aviation high school and then like switched to the pilot program. But like, how far do you think you need to go?
I mean, realistically, like, I would want to go back to high school and do that over again. But I also know that it could cause like that butterfly effect.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be who I am today if I went back and changed some things. And so like I just feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be right now.
No, I got you. I'm saying like, if you...
No, I would have to go back to 9th grade. I already answered that.
No. But like, all right, so like, first say like what it is. So like, okay.
What would I change?
No. Shit, I think I would be a dope astronaut. Like,
oh, what job you would do?
Yeah, like what would you do with your life? Like, you're like, so you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying like, all right, I want to be a drug kingpin. You know what I mean? I would fucking move to Venezuela at fucking 20 and just like start learning how to fucking harvest coca leaves. You know what I mean? Like anything.
So when I was in high school, I wanted to be in the NBA. Mm-hmm. But knowing what I know now, I think that I would have pursued a career in comedy.
Right.
I would have tried to become a comedian.
Stand-up comedian?
Yeah. I would have started that early, which I mean now I'm starting to look into like improv and things like that, but I do eventually want to do stand-up. I'd love to do stand-up or just be a writer for a comedian.
You can do that shit now, though. Do it right now. Tell a joke.
Tell a joke. Boom, boom.
Nah, but that's not what I'm saying, though, I don't think. It's, like, outlandish. Like, okay, you could still do that. But it's like, all right, if you had to do something that's, like, life-changing. Like, all right, so, like the example I gave was, like, being an astronaut. Like, okay, I would want to be an astronaut. Even if, like, that's not something that, like,
you can still do that. Like, so that's the thing. It's
well,
like,
you can still do comedy.
Yeah, but you can still do that. Like, if I said that I wanted to be a
spy.
If I wanted to be a psychologist. No, not a porn star. I would never do that. But a psychologist, I could still do that. Like, literally all the things that you're saying, you can still do.
Hold on, but why are you shitting on porn stars like that? Let me tell you this shit. I think when everyone was at a certain age, now that we know what we know about, like, sex and shit like that, it's a little different. But I think that every 14-year-old boy or 15-year-old boy had that idea, like, yo, I could probably
not me.
Be a porn star.
No, I never had. No, because I was too busy out playing basketball. I wasn't really, like, that's the thing. Like, I wasn't really thinking about sex like that at that age. I was out playing basketball and I was trying to pursue that. And I was so focused on it, and everybody else was, like, focused on, like, getting girls and stuff. And I was focused on playing basketball.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's real.
But that was just me.
2 words. OnlyFans.
What about you, Mike?
I mean, they've normalized the whole thing. You know,
what, OnlyFans?
Just like the whole sexual thing for kids and adults.
Yeah,
it's all just normal. Like, when you were a kid, you didn't understand that stuff. It wasn't just normalized because the access to the material was limited.
But I think that now though, it's kind of hard. Like, if I try to empathize with children, it's kind of hard to being a kid now because your parents have cameras and all that shit around, so you're gonna get caught. Like, I think I said it last week, 2 weeks ago, like, your parents can get a text message every time you fucking pull up to the class. So, like, the adventure shit, like, the sneaky shit, like, you can't be on that shit like that. And you got access to porn and shit like that. So before it was, like, an adventure to get, like, a magazine or, like, to sneak to a girl's house, or have somebody come to your house. It was like, yo, like, you had to like plan that shit out for like a week maybe.
They're growing up twice as fast.
Yo, I still remember the first porno that I ever watched, bro. Still remember.
Yo, take your hand away from your face.
Yo.
Was it Debbie Does Dallas?
Nah.
Oh.
That might have been my first one.
Nah, it was Debbie Does Troy.
Oh,
Nah, it was it was called When Harry Ate Sally. Yo, still remember it till this day, bro.
Oh my god.
Never forget.
Never forget.
Never forget.
But I don't know. I think we about to wrap this up. But let's read some chats first to see what we got as far as.
Yo, Justin said that he did stand up. I didn't know that, Jess.
He does or did?
I think he said he did. He said I did stand up. Okay. And then Jane said it's never too late.
Yeah, man. I think you could do that, shit.
I think so too.
They have open nights, so like I was talking to Jake Lansley, and he's gonna come one day because he's a comedian. I don't know if you ever met him before.
Yeah.
But he fucking goes in Saratoga. It's like he said like there's like 6 of us, and like they just test shit out on stage, and like I'm not gonna say no one hardly goes there, but it's an easy room.
Okay.
To do, and like all you gotta do is come up with a good 5 minutes. I think you got that shit.
Yeah, I definitely want to try. You know, I'd like to do stand up one day.
Well, but like I think now there's so many different types of stand up. It's like, I saw this. They got like the scholarship challenge. You ever see that? It's on TikTok now.
Nah.
Where it's like, all right, you talk about like, all right, I want to win this 10 grand scholarship, and you guys told me to bring the person that inspires me the most, and I bought my dad. So we had a really rough life, but the thing I admire most about my dad is he escaped from prison 10 years ago. Where you like, yeah, my mom, she was a prostitute. You know what I mean? And like the parents are like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's just funny as fuck. Yeah, well,
I couldn't do that with my parents. They'd never forgive me.
nah, you could do it though, but like it's funny though, you know.
No, that's funny. I couldn't do it with them though. They couldn't do it. 'Cause my dad would be like, "That's not funny."
Yeah, that's what makes it funny.
Nah, they disown me.
Yeah.
Oh,
my father probably pinched me or some crazy shit like that. But hey guys, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes,
we appreciate it. And if y'all have any questions, feedback, comments, gripes, just let us know. But as far as hitting the like and subscribe button,
subscribe,
please knock that out. But we willing to bring it to the next level as far as like if y'all want to see something or want us to talk about anything, just hit us up. Hit us up in the comments. We'll definitely, most likely, consider it. I think next week is a doggone what do you call that?
interview.
Yeah, it's an interview, but it's like remote from this lady from California, and we're really interested. I think Yvonne to have her on. So tune in for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun show.
See you guys next week. Ow.
You got a boogie. You got a boogie.
It's probably not gonna. I think, like, I don't know. This thing's amazing.
Bro, I like it. Yeah. I like it, yeah. I like the room the way it is. Because it seems like